Hey guys, CoffinSkate here, and in this video I want to talk about some of my favorite local multiplayer games. I'm a huge fan of couch co-op, couch multiplayer, and as much as I enjoy online gaming, for sure I prefer local multiplayer. It's always more fun to just get together with your siblings or your friends or what have you, sit down at whosever place you feel like. Um, get a couple controllers, get some, pick a multiplayer game of your choice, and just play some good old split screen. And you know what? For me, there will be no replacement for split screen. Um, and so there are many multiplayer games. There are many games I've played over the years in local multiplayer, and I really wanted to focus on some few games that I remember playing a lot as a kid, or just that I still play today. So without further ado, let me start off with one game that I don't have here because I just don't have a physical copy on me at the moment, but Mario Party. I mean, who hasn't played Mario Party at this point? If you are a fan of multiplayer games, Mario Party is a game that many people always flock to, and for good reason. Mario Party is a great friendship ruiner, and it's always fun to just hop on, a digital board game such as Mario Party, specifically Mario Party. I don't really play any other ones. Although I am morbidly curious about that Demon Slayer digital board game. It's basically Super Mario Party. But huge Mario Party fan. I've played a handful of the games. Easily my favorites are Mario Party 2, 4, and DS. Those games are the best. But put tons of hours to Mario Party, played those a lot with my siblings, and man, does it get me frustrated. So if you haven't played any Mario Party game, yeah, you are missing out on some fun times, honestly, but do be aware, this game will absolutely frustrate you. I mean, I'd say Mario Kart is one that frustrates more people, but we'll get to that. So I absolutely love Mario Party. It's just a go-to game for me. Alright, next is a Twisted Metal game, Twisted Metal series. So I just grabbed Twisted Metal Black, which is my absolute favorite. What more can you say than, card combat game with local multiplayer in a versus mode? It's, I haven't played this game in multiplayer in a very long time, but it's always fun to just hop on this game and just blow each other up in cars and whatnot. So my go-to, which is my favorite character in all of Twisted Metal, Sweet Tooth. That's my go-to. Although obviously I don't like to just play Sweet Tooth, but with this game, it's like how I usually play fighting games when I was a kid. Just pick whoever I felt like playing, and I definitely haven't played these games in multiplayer in a very long time. I also haven't played Vigilante 8, which is another game that I absolutely love. I haven't played that one in a while in multiplayer, but I absolutely love Twisted Metal. These are always a great game to play if you're looking for just a fun multiplayer game. So, and of course, I mean, the single-player cooperative multiplayer, the co-op is also really fun as well, which I haven't done that in a while either. But I remember I always loved playing Twisted Metal as a kid. I mean, Twisted Metal is my favorite PlayStation IP aside from Bloodborne. Don't get me wrong, absolutely love Bloodborne, but Twisted Metal has just always been my favorite. Bloodborne is just right next to it. But yeah, absolutely love the Twisted Metal series, and these are just always such fun multiplayer games. Alright, next is Champion Star Arms on the PlayStation 2. A really fun dungeon crawl RPG, and for the longest time I'd probably say this was like the deepest RPG I really played. Of course I played Pokemon and, Kingdom Hearts, stuff like that. I kind of talked about, the games that got me into JRPGs in another video, so if you want to see that, I have a video talking about the 5 games that got me into JRPGs, but this was one of those games I did play as a kid and absolutely had a lot of fun playing. I always played this in multiplayer, but it was just a fun dungeon crawl RPG. It's honestly, it's not like the most deep RPG out there. Like, there's skill trees, there's you have like stat points and whatnot, but it is a fun game. I absolutely loved this. I remember I usually played like the Blizzard race. I forget what it's called, but I don't remember what class I played. But I haven't played this in many years, honestly. I definitely have to boot this up and play some of it, but I absolutely love Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Or Champions Turn Arms. Gauntlet Dark Legacy is the next game here. You know, I mean, what more can I really say about Gauntlet Dark Legacy? This is just another excellent dungeon crawl sort of light RPG. It's a really fun game, you know. I didn't play this game in the arcades until like many years later. I did play this in an arcade before, but I didn't. I mainly just played the console version, which didn't have the thing where, in the arcade version, obviously your HP decreases. But in this game, you know, obviously it's not the case because it's a console game, and it is really fun. You know, just going through all the different levels. I usually play the Jester in this game. And just going through all the different levels in the game. I never finished this game. Same with Champions Turn of Arms, but I always had a lot of fun hopping on this game with my siblings and my dad. We always Champions Turn of Arms was also the same deal. I always would hop on that game with my siblings and my dad. We just had a lot of fun playing this game. And you know, I do also remember that this game got brutally hard. But yeah, like I said, I never finished it. Because like to get to new areas and whatnot, you had to get like certain colored crystals. But you know, nice different variety of levels, and yeah, this game is just a lot of fun. If you've never played Gauntlet Dark Legacy, it is one of the most fun multiplayer games I've ever played. A remaster of that would be amazing, but Midway is not around, so I don't know who owns the licensing for Gauntlet. So. All right, next is Bomberman, and this one in particular, Super Bomberman R. Now, I remember, I could be wrong on this, but I remember when this game came out, I don't remember many people really caring for this game, like back when it originally launched on the Nintendo Switch. I could be wrong, I don't remember how people felt about this game, but I played this a lot with my siblings, and the first time I actually played this one in particular, okay, before I get into that, like Bomberman is a game that I actually remember playing Super Bomberman R2 on a Super Nintendo emulator many years ago with one of my siblings. We had a lot of fun playing this game, or playing that game in particular. And you know, I did play the single player a little bit, but for me, when it comes to Bomberman, it's always about the local multiplayer. Just going in, blowing each other up. This was the OG Battle Royale. You know, people like to say, oh, Fortnite's the best Battle Royale and all that shit. Nah, this was the OG Battle Royale. You know, you started with nothing at the beginning, and then you'd use bombs to destroy other, you know, to destroy like blocks and stuff like that, and get power-ups, including, you know, powering up the length your bombs would reach when they would explode, or speed boosts, or you know, the amount of bombs you can lay out. And then there's also power-ups like the glove that allow you to pick up bombs and then throw them. You also have bomb kick. Like, you know, the original Bomberman, or Bomberman R2 is, or sorry, the original Super Bomberman on the Super Bomberman 2, god damn it, on the Super Nintendo, which is always a lot of fun. Well then, I remember picking this game up because Super Bomberman R Online was coming out at the time, because that was supposed to be 64-player online Bomberman, which sounded like a blast, no pun intended. That ended up getting shut down, and then it was implemented into Bomberman R2, which I've not picked up yet, so I don't know how that game is, but I picked this up to kind of prepare myself for that game. And I remember getting it, and that day, I know my brother had some friends over, and we ended up playing this game. And damn, was it super fun. And it is, honestly, I mean, like I said, I've not played Bomberman R2 yet, but honestly, out of all the Bomberman games I've played, dare I say this might have to be my favorite Bomberman game, without question. Really, the only complaint I have with this game, well, there's two complaints I have with this game. The single player, or the main story, is not that good. The story mode in this game was not fun. I played through it from beginning to end. It's not fun. And like the last couple levels are fucking bullshit, and the final boss is terrible. Also, the voice acting is like hilariously bad. That much I will say. But the multiplayer is where it's at with this game, of course, just like other Bomberman games. You know, it's a typical Bomberman gameplay, you know, nothing much to say about that. And we don't do like any weird levels or anything, we just do the regular base level. That's the only one we really do. But, you know, aside from the typical Bomberman gameplay, the thing that really stuck out with me with this game is all the Konami characters you can play as in this game. Because this game has characters like characters from popular Konami titles. Like, you got characters from Contra, Metal Gear, Silent Hill's even in here too. I'm trying to remember what else. Zone of the Enders, to even pretty obscure Konami stuff like Goemon. Like, there's some stuff in this game that I never even heard of. Hell, there's even Gradius in this game. There are characters that are just like the Gradius ships. So each one has like their own different abilities and whatnot. Like, I like playing Raiden from Metal Gear Rising. He has like a sword, like he can use a sword to like stun enemies. And then you also have Pyramid Head, who can use his knife, his giant knife, which is actually just a wooden paddle, to instantly kill other players if you just touch him. So it's like you activate the ability, and for a few seconds, he's not only invincible, but he kills you instantly, which is absolutely insane. And then, you know, I'm trying to remember. Like Simon Belmont, he can use his whip to, you know, move bombs. He can stun other opponents. Alucard can become invincible for a while and then go through bombs. I can't remember all the other abilities. But this game is just super fun, and if you've never played it, give it a chance, honestly. And again, I've not played Bomberman R2. I would assume that has more characters, and, you know, new modes and stuff, but really my only complaint with this game is, like I said, the single player camp, or the main story, is not that great. And if I'm correct, Piercing Bomb and Power Bomb are in this game. Remote Bomb I don't think is in here, but Piercing Bomb or Remote Bomb are in this game, but are on certain levels only, which is bullshit. Those levels, or those power-ups, should be available on all maps, because those are super fun, like the most fun power-ups to use. So, but yeah, Bomberman R is super fun, honestly. Absolutely love Bomberman. This is a great local multiplayer game, and also each version of this game, I don't know about the Switch version, but each version of this game has its own unique, has its own exclusive character. Like the PS4 version has Ratchet and Clank, but the Xbox version has Master Chief from Halo. So, but yeah, I love Bomberman, and for those who've played Bomberman R2, how is that game? Let me know. So, I feel like there was more I was going to say about that game, but next is, or this is the last game here, is a game that is just a no-brainer, honestly. You know, what is always the multiplayer game to play? That is Mario Kart. So I have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This is my favorite Mario Kart game. I know there are people who are very partial towards Mario Kart 64, and I get that, but or Mario Kart Double Dash, but Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is just, it is everything Mario Kart should be, honestly. It's pure fun. Like, this game, you know, it has the character customize, or has the kart customization, has tons of characters, tons of tracks on the base game alone. But on top of that, you have the booster course pass, which adds another 48 tracks. So in total, this game has 96 tracks, which is insane for a Mario Kart game. But on top of that, you know, it's just, you know, I mean, who hasn't played Mario Kart at this point? You know, I don't really need to say anything else. It's fucking Mario Kart. You know, of course, this can be frustrating as hell, but all my siblings and I have just gotten really good at this, so it becomes really fucking competitive. You know, this is a this game brings out the worst in people, honestly. This game just brings out, Mario Party brings out the demon. This game brings out the fucking devil in everyone. This game makes everyone I know who plays this game gets fucking pissed playing this, but it just plays into how competitive this game can be with your buddies or with your siblings. In my case, I absolutely love Mario Kart. Those goddamn blue shells, So I don't really need to say much. I mean, it's fucking Mario Kart. If you've never played a Mario Kart game before, I guess you've been living under a rock for years. But either that or all you play is Fortnite. But Mario Kart, I mean, what more can I say? It's fucking Mario Kart. So there you have it. Those are a handful of some of my favorite multiplayer games to play locally. And maybe if you guys want me to talk more on, if you guys want me to do like a follow-up, do more videos talking about some of my favorite local multiplayer games, let me know. Maybe I'll do some more. So there you have it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section below what your favorite multiplayer game is to play locally. And yeah, I'm CoffinSkate signing off, and have a great rest of your day.